Did you know what Jesus said about faith? In the 1st century, faith was not sentiment. It was loyalty. Rome demanded allegiance. Temple life demanded obedience. Family identity demanded continuity. To shift trust was to shift belonging. Faith was not internal reflection. It was visible alignment. And when Jesus spoke of faith, he did not describe emotion. He described trust, directed, tested, revealed. This episode follows his words. Only his words. Spoken in history, recorded in Scripture. From Capernaum to the Galilean Mountain. Chronologically, faithfully, without commentary. This is what he said, and what it meant. Capernaum lives under imperial presence. Roman patrols move through stone streets. Taxes are enforced. Power is visible, structured, hierarchical. A centurion steps forward, not a villager, not a disciple, but an officer formed by command. He understands rank, delegated authority, and the chain of obedience. When he speaks, he does not ask for ritual. He does not request touch or proximity. He understands something deeper. Matthew 8 verse 10. I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. Faith appears from outside covenant lineage. Outside inherited promise. Outside temple familiarity. The centurion recognizes authority because he lives inside authority. Speak the word only. He knows that true command does not require presence to be effective. In a land conditioned to Caesar's rule, a soldier discerns another sovereignty. Faith here is not emotion. It is perception, clear, structured, decisive. Before healing manifests, recognition has already occurred. Authority is understood, and faith is named. The lake is familiar territory. Fishermen know its rhythms. But storms arrive without negotiation. Wind collapses certainty. Waves erase experience. Control disappears quickly. The boat fills. Panic spreads. Jesus sleeps. Presence remains, but perception fractures. Fear interprets silence as absence. Matthew 8 verse 26. Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? The question is not about the storm. It is about relationship. The rebuke is not directed at nature, but at memory. Faith does not eliminate chaos. It anchors awareness. It remembers who shares the vessel when control fails. Trust is not calm weather. It is recognition under pressure. The storm reveals where attention rests. Crowds press inward. Access is blocked. Desperation finds no doorway. A paralytic is carried above resistance. Clay tiles are broken. Dust falls. Social order is disrupted. Faith refuses to wait for permission. Mark 2 verse 5. When Jesus saw their faith. Faith is visible before it is verbal. It is not argued. Not explained. It is demonstrated. Before healing, before movement, before public proof, trust is recognized. Faith precedes restoration. What is seen is not belief, but action aligned with confidence. "12 years of isolation. Declared unclean. Life lived at distance. She moves through a crowd that should reject her. She does not speak. She reaches. Contact risks exposure. Silence carries courage. Mark 5 verse 34. Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole, go in peace. Faith does not require a platform. It moves quietly, decisively, without permission. In a purity-regulated society, faith crosses enforced boundaries. Peace follows trust. Restoration follows recognition. Faith is named after the act, not before it. Familiar streets. Known history. Shared memory. Nothing here feels extraordinary. Expectation collapses under familiarity. Proximity breeds dismissal. Identity becomes limitation. Mark 6 verse 6. And he marveled because of their unbelief. Unbelief is not lack of information. It is refusal to trust what stands plainly before you. Exposure does not produce allegiance. Familiarity can inoculate against faith. Faith requires recognition, not repetition. Nazareth sees, and still does not trust. Elevation strips distraction. Teaching reframes scale. Attention shifts from quantity to direction. A mustard seed becomes the measure, small, common, unimpressive. Matthew 17 verse 20. If ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, nothing shall be impossible unto you. Faith is not magnitude. It is orientation. The impossible does not yield to force of will, but to clarity of trust. What matters is not how much faith exists, but where it is placed. Blind men sit by passageways. Movement passes them daily. Silence is expected. Invisibility is enforced. They cry out anyway. Volume replaces permission. Persistence replaces decorum. Matthew 9 verse 29. According to your faith be it unto you. Faith refuses erasure. It speaks when ignored. It insists when dismissed. Their healing follows their persistence, not their compliance. Faith here is endurance, refusing silence imposed by society. The temple dominates space and thought. Authority is centralized. Forgiveness is mediated. A paralytic is presented again, this time before scrutiny, not crowd. Mark 2 verse 5. Son, thy sins be forgiven thee. Faith precedes pardon. Trust is acknowledged before transformation becomes visible. Before movement. Before evidence. Before approval, eternity is addressed. Faith reaches beyond circumstance. It touches what systems claim to control. Passover approaches. Tension thickens. Power structures feel threatened. Stability appears immovable. Jesus speaks not to crowds, but to assumption. Luke 17 verse 6. If ye had faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye might say unto this sycamine tree. Trees represent rooted systems. Established authority. Long-standing control. Faith confronts permanence, not by force, but by trust. What seems immovable is not immune to allegiance rightly placed. Departure is announced. Anxiety spreads. Structures that stabilized belief are about to collapse. Tradition feels insufficient. Presence feels temporary. John 14 verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled, ye believe in God, believe also in me. Faith shifts from system to person. From inherited structure to direct allegiance. Trust is redirected, away from temple, empire, continuity. Not toward what endures visibly, but toward Him. The tree stands near the road. Full leaves. Seasonal promise. But inspection reveals emptiness. Appearance without substance. The disciples notice only after the roots are already addressed. Matthew 21 verse 21. If ye have faith, and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree. Faith confronts what looks alive but produces nothing. In Jerusalem, where religious display is abundant, trust is tested against results. Leaves do not equal life. Proximity does not equal fruitfulness. Faith exposes reality beneath surface stability. Authority is not decorative. It acts decisively. The courts are crowded. Commerce blends with sacrifice. Systems operate efficiently. Familiar patterns reassure worshippers. Jesus does not dismantle structure with explanation. He redirects trust with a sentence. Mark 11 verse 22. Have faith in God. In the shadow of stone and ritual, allegiance is relocated. Not in location. Not in proximity. Not in repetition. Faith is anchored beyond architecture. Confidence is removed from system and placed in source. Ten stand at a distance. Isolation is enforced. Disease defines identity. Mercy is requested collectively. All are healed. Only one returns. Luke 17 verse 19. Arise, go thy way, thy faith hath made thee whole. Healing is given broadly. Wholeness is recognized personally. Faith is not merely receiving benefit. It is returning in recognition. Restoration is completed not by cure, but by gratitude aligned with trust. A widow approaches repeatedly. Power ignores persistence. Justice delays without explanation. The story offers no immediate resolution, only endurance. Luke 18 verse 8. When the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Faith is measured over time. Not intensity. Not enthusiasm. Persistence becomes proof. Trust survives delay. When outcomes are postponed, allegiance is revealed. The question concerns eternal life. The response touches possessions. Security is exposed gently, precisely. Mark 10 verse 21. One thing thou lackest, sell whatsoever thou hast, and come, take up the cross, and follow me. Faith is not admiration. It is transfer. From stored security to lived dependence. From possession to person. The ruler leaves sorrowful, not because the demand was unclear, but because allegiance was divided. The region is filled with altars. Political loyalty is visible. Pagan devotion is normalized. Identity is questioned directly. Matthew 16 verses 15 to 17. But whom say ye that I am? Flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee. Faith is not consensus. It is revelation. Not inherited. Not assumed. Not voted. Recognition becomes allegiance in hostile territory. The disciples attempted authority and failed. Confidence collapsed. Confusion replaced certainty. Power did not respond to effort. Matthew 17 verse 20. Because of your unbelief, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed. Faith is not performance. It is dependence. Small, directed, anchored. Power flows not from volume, but from object. Trust misdirected becomes impotence. The room is dim. Celebration carries tension. Betrayal is near. Failure is imminent. Jesus speaks to what will break. Luke 22 verses 31 to 32. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. Faith can be shaken, tested, pressed. But preservation precedes collapse. Before denial occurs, intercession is already active. Faith is guarded, not abandoned. Doors are locked. Fear governs movement. Absence generates doubt. Resurrection is announced, but not yet trusted. John 20 verse 27. Be not faithless, but believing. Faith is invited, not coerced. Evidence is offered. Response is required. Fear is met with proximity. Doubt is met with invitation. Faith is summoned personally. The gathering is small. Authority is total. Commission replaces concealment. Matthew 28 verses 18 to 20. All power is given unto me. Go ye therefore, and teach all nations. Faith expands outward. From fishermen to nations. From private recognition to public mission. Allegiance becomes movement. Trust becomes proclamation. What began as perception now reshapes the world. In the first century, faith was not abstraction. It was allegiance. It meant trusting in storms, without control. Recognizing authority, without spectacle. Following, without guarantee. Faith was not optimism. It was loyalty, under pressure. It was endurance, when justice delayed. It was surrender, when security collapsed. Spoken in villages under Rome, declared in crowded courts, whispered in upper rooms, commissioned on a mountain. Recorded, preserved, repeated. And it still asks the same question. Where is your allegiance? Until the next question.